Good morning, all of you. Today, I will give you a presentation on my literature review on Immerse Me, a review of the VR language learning tool. So, in this presentation, we will see the quick introduction of Immerse Me, project evolution, core technology which is used in the Immerse Me, multi-language library and authentic scenarios, interactive learning modes, alignment of teaching practices, user experience and design, teacher dashboard, area of improvement, and final assessment. So let me start with a quick introduction of Immerse Me. What is Immerse Me? Immerse Me is one of the online tool for the learners of a language, and it stands out with multi-language content, which includes videos which are recorded by the authentic and native speakers in a 360 degree, and that the users can watch, listen, and interact with the native speakers in authentic set and scenes, such as a coffee bar or in a restaurant or a supermarket. So, how Immerse Me start their journey? The Immerse Me debut in 2015, born from the one of the successful Kickstarter campaign. The campaign goal is to creating an authentic and a multi-language learning experience. Right now, a headquarter of the Immerse Me is in the New Zealand, and it is supported by the many of the growing members of this company and teachers and many of the native speakers. So you can see that the timeline of this Immerse Me, it starts from 2015 to 2017 when they get funding from the founders Jeremy Hans, Sam Leslie, and Scott Cardwell. After that, they are launch accessible via web browsers such as Chrome, Firefox, and Safari on their desktop devices, and then they achieve their ultimate goal, that VR accessibility on the various VR headset. So they combine the software with the VR system. They also won the one of the prestigious People's Choice Award in the International Launchpad Education Technology Competition in 2021. If we talk about the core technology for this software, so they are based on the two of the main technology. First is a VR, as we all know that they Immerse Me is using a 360-degree videos which is recorded by the authentic and the native speakers environment, so that user can control this view and also creating a truly immersive experience. Second is automated speech recognition system. So it's as a feedback system for the Immerse Me. When users give their answers, then these all speech convert into text, and then they analyze this and then give the feedback. If we talk about the multi-language library in authentic scenarios which is offered by the Immerse Me, so in the last report of the August 2024, Immerse Me offers exclusive content in the 12 different languages, such as you can see that the English, French, Spanish, Japanese, Mandarin, Arabic, German, Italian, Portuguese, and different more. They have 5,000 plus of different scenario with the different topics such as food, sports, travels, and they also divide into different level of groups such as a beginner, intermediate, and advanced level. They also developed one of the virtual homestay, which is incorporated with the culture immersion through the simulated documentaries, so that they can also share the different culture from the different countries. In the Immerse Me, there are 5 different modes that we can practice from the beginning to our fluency in the any of the target language. The first of all is pronunciation mode. If we want to practice our pronunciation skills and the users give a verbal response in that software, then ES have that offer the feedback on the speech clarity. In the second mode, it is a typing mode. It is mainly focused on the transcription and recognition, with the users typing out the actor's dialogue, and which is guided by the great X. Spelling mode, it is a little bit harder because the users just see the blank spot of each word and they have to remember what they hear. Fourth mode is a translation mode, and that the users given their dialogues in their native language and must verbally translate into the target language. Fifth is the immersion mode. It is a little bit hardest level because where the user get just a short prompt in the target language and they must rely on the listening and the speaking skills and respond to this question. And you can also choose a different mode such as easy, medium, and fluent according to your level. So you can also apply for the different levels. Let me talk about the alignments of the teaching practice. They are used by the Immerse Me. So it is a basically a task-based language teaching method they use. It is a modern language learning method used by the Immerse Me, in that they approach a constructive method and that the user build what they already know, and that helps them to become a more confident and fluent in conversation. Second is a scaffolding and continuum. So learning moves in a stage from the beginning to fluent, that forming a learning continuum, and scaffolding means it supports us step by step at a time. Third one is a practice base, that it gives us a practice so that we can apply our knowledge and we complete our meaningful conversation task in a more realistic manner. If we talk about the user experience and design, then this platform is a very simple, that we don't need that much technical skills. They have a simple layout that understandable by the any of the age group, or also some of the blindfold or hearing loss people can also easily accessible by this software. We can see that in the different features. First of all, the seamless navigation, because they use a simple clickable buttons and icons and familiar menus such as in the Windows and a mobile phone. So it is easy to anyone, no matter what their age and experience. Second is accessibility. As I told you, the subtitles and transcript typing and spelling option they allow, so that it is good for the hearing and speech difficulty to use a tool effectively. Third one is a real-time feedback, as we know that it uses a ASR, the activated speech recognition system, so that it helps to notice the pronunciation mistakes and that ears are not catch. And they also have a new one of the features which is help the teachers to track the process of the students. So you will see that in the right side. I also attached one of the photo of the Immerse Me. It is a teacher's dashboard. It is designed to alongside the traditional language classes, letting the teachers introduce a new concept that gives students immersive practice outside the classroom. They also give them a key grammar and vocabulary before assigning any of the practice scenario in the next class. And even the script all are downloaded in the PDF so that the student can download and then further practice again and again for the exams. This platform also support the audio lingual methods by allowing repeated practice of scenario. So teachers can also track the student's progress, and the student can also save all the materials for the exam, and they can also repeat the task for enhancing their skills. If I talk about the areas of improvements for the software, so due to the technical advancement, this platform may face some challenges such as affordability barriers, because the cost is a main thing for users, and many of the developed countries the users can't afford this high price for the software. Second is a ASR accuracy. Sometimes the ASR voice recognition system can be too forgiving, that accepting an incorrect or incomplete response, and which is a limit opportunity for the real error correction. Third one is a gamification intensive. The current point system only motivate the users during the annual Immerse Me games, because Immerse Me also um, give one of the platform like a gaming platform annually in the one time, but it is not that much motivated to the people to connect it entire year. So they have to adding a levels a digital rewards or global ranking that will could uh, keep the learners engaged all the year, not for the period of the time. So here is a final assessment of Immerse Me software. So Immerse Me is a major step forward in the computer-based language learning, using a VR and a voice recognition to create a realistic and authentic practice. Second is Immerse Me is an easy to use and effective platform that provide a realistic conversation because they give us a real platform such as a cafe or the railway station or in a supermarket while we are going for the buying something. So but the cost and the voice recognition can be improved in the software. Third one is the future researchers should work on improving the voice recognition that will helpful for correcting the mistakes and also encourage the learners. So that's all. That's all for today. This is a main literature review presentation from myself. Thank you.